There's a saying, do the work that goes unnoticed and do it well. Captain Evan is a man who does just that.
One of the issues in Pittsburgh specifically is that we tend to think of these rivers as they were 50 years ago.
It's confusing above my skill level.
First ever volunteer to fall in, which you won't be.
Okay.
6,000 volunteers later, you're not going to be the first.
6,000 volunteers, no one's ever been in the water. For 17 years, Captain Evan has worked tirelessly with teams of volunteers to keep Pittsburgh's three rivers beautiful and clean. Logging thousands of hours in these waterways, his craft isn't a job, it's a calling, and his story needs to be told. Can I come to you?
You up with a life jacket and stuff.
We're recording right now?
All right, yep.
We are recording. So 2 weeks ago, I have my iPhone. I take a quick photograph of this guy. He waves politely, and here we are. We're with Allegheny CleanWays, Captain Evan. We're gonna go out in the water. We're gonna pick up some trash. We're gonna show you guys why you should volunteer, why you should enjoy the water, and the most important thing is why our waters are so beautiful and so clean is because of the work that this man does and his team of volunteers and his staff. So hang out with us. Let's go pick up some trash.
There's like an old joke I've had for a long time about inventing a glass magnet or a copper magnet, and then we're like, ooh, this one's a plastic magnet. All right, gonna load a couple barrels on. There's a little bit from another miscellaneous small cleanup on there, but again, 3 cleanups and that barge is full!
What's the weirdest thing you've ever found picking up trash in Pittsburgh?
I think I might be up to 11 or 12 messages and bottles now.
Oh yeah? You read the messages?
And if we go up to X-rated, man, we get into a little bit of everything. It is what it is. It's all good, because at the end of the day, we just really try to have a really solid, good time out here. We can handle more trash and catch more of it before it heads on downstream. New Orleans, out into the Gulf and into the Five Gyres, and what people love to think about is Trash Island, even though that doesn't really exist. There's just a soup out in the middle of each of the oceans where there's basically a whirling action that concentrates all of the mostly plastic that's, floating around out there. The biggest assumption we usually have to overcome and deal with is where this trash is coming from. And I want to say that 80% of this stuff is coming off the streets. It's coming out of the storm sewers. It's coming from everywhere. A lot of people like to think specifically that the trash kind of originates where they see it. Yeah, this is floating garbage. This is all the stuff that drifts downstream. It's come, up to 150 miles down the Monongahela or out of some feeder streams. It's made it around locks and dams, and it's drifted down and got caught here. This is a tiny fraction of what we usually see in this spot, and if we don't pick it up, it keeps on going out into the Gulf. So these are my hardcore volunteers who I've worked with almost since the beginning. They're always showing up to get into, the nastiest stuff and on the craziest days at moment's notice. Gary's helped me build out that barge and helped me with a lot of other building projects as well. So,
how many tires have you picked up off the river in your 17 years?
I haven't picked up nearly as many as my volunteers have. Let's see, I think we're running up a little over 6,000 right now. What we're looking at is spaghetti monster. Some sort of wildly huge coax wire, maybe like for cable or something like that. We've been untangling it from a drift pile on shore, which is one part fun and excitement, another part raw frustration. I don't know, I guess I've estimated like 180 or something miles of riverbank in the county that I get to work on, and I like to joke that I've hit most of the obstructions in that 180 miles. All right, watch yourself here. This tree's hanging up.
Who's your perfect volunteer? Who are you looking for?
Anybody who has a good attitude, wants to come and hang out on the river and have fun. It loves getting a little muddy and doing hard work. Again, the whole point of this, I think, is to, as much as move trash off the riverbanks, it's to raise awareness around the fact that there is trash and this is what it looks like. And here we are in Pittsburgh, these gorgeous 3 rivers that are really, you know, just getting better and better every year. You know, the natural fish populations and animal populations are, you know, really healthy. I mean, that's why we have eagles now, successful top predators. It's because we have a really healthy ecosystem. One of the issues in Pittsburgh specifically is that we tend to think of these rivers as they were 50 years ago, destroyed, ecologically deeply unhealthy. The rivers have moved on, but we're still kind of stuck, or a lot of people are still kind of stuck in that older thinking. And so we've just started to turn around and to face the rivers and care about them again. And, you know, I feel like the 6,000 people that, you know, I've been a part of taking out on the river are, you know, 6,000 more people who understand and have a deeper relationship with the river. And that's, if I've done anything, I've done that. All right, this is us. What do you want to talk about?
That'll be the ending. Just push me. All right, so we just spent 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We got all of this. That was from earlier in the day. And this is the takeaway, Pittsburgh. This man is doing the work to keep your city clean, to keep your city beautiful. So when you see him on the water, give him a wave, give him a thank you, but more importantly, please donate your time, donate a little bit of resources as if you have them, and let's keep Pittsburgh beautiful. So I want to thank you. Look, he has. See, that's not ending up in a landfill.
Nope, recycled.